Hello and welcome to the last stage of Necrovision Lost Company and thusly Necrovision on the whole. I'm still Niggeroth here with
Futaku, and it's been
Futaku.
a long and interesting, mostly painful ride.
Yeah, well, you haven't even been here all the way. It's sad. I've been having to struggle through and persevere. Black struggles, Black History Month, all that. That was all me.
Yeah, I mean, I can't really tell from your voice. Like, the listeners aren't really going to know that you actually are black. So,
Highly black. Like, I'm Ebony. Like the magazine Ebony, named after me.
yeah. So,
Phil Ebony.
Phil Anthony.
But yeah, so we're fighting the Golem here. We're sticking it to our Jewish brothers in the best way possible by destroying one of their protectors. But he's in hell, so I'm not sure what kind of meaning that has for us on the whole.
Well, I figure, they already have the movie industry. They don't need a golem as well,
We
so.
don't no racism, or would that be?
It'd
Yeah, I
actually
guess.
be, yeah, it's a bigotry of some kind. It's not really racism, though. I guess it's anti-Semitism. I actually had a discussion with one of my friends, like, is Judaism a race, or
It's a race.
yeah, but it really isn't, because it's actually a religion. So
I think it can be both. I
no.
think it's one of those magic things, like being Persian, and when there's no Persia.
Well, that would be modern day Iran, yes.
Fuck if I know. But
Except Prince of Iran doesn't really flow off the tongue as well as Prince of Persia.
yeah,
That alliteration.
well, yeah. I mean, that's what they were going for. I'm sure. Whenever the French Canadian that made that game was forcing his brother into pajamas, so he could quote
Low cap
unquote.
him.
Yeah, well, that's what they called it, but I called it something different whenever me and my bro did it.
Blackmail.
Uh, yeah.
Let me
But,
videotape you in your pajamas jumping around.
yeah, if you could just climb up that ladder over there, it's for my video game. But
So why don't we actually
yeah,
talk about what's
so
going on?
no, it's pretty exciting. The golem smashes you with its hand, it breathes fire on you, and the only way to hurt it is to, hit it in the dome, and that's pretty easy to do. But thankfully, he picks you up sometimes, gives you a nice helping hand. But he also summons these constant stream of spiders, which is a pain in the balls. And yeah, it's it's a pretty hard boss fight. At least the start of a hard boss fight, I suppose. In
This
that
is the first stage in a multi-stage.
multi-stage gimmick bullshit, yeah. Sadly, we don't get to ride around in our huge mechanical spider tank from the first game. Instead, we're stuck being a little play toy for a huge rock monster.
Yeah, you gotta love it when video games show you what epicness there could have been, and then don't give it to you. You're like, oh well, at least I'll get that spider tank, but no, scorpion tank, whatever it was called.
I think well, it might have been a spider scorpion. Either way, he gets it later on.
It was an arachnid type vehicle.
Yeah, I guess he decides to ditch that, or he decides to ditch this golem in lieu of a huge scorpion tank, which I guess I can understand because this golem isn't the most mobile thing in the world because it mostly just stands in one spot, and I think sometimes it'll pound on the ground or it'll throw boulders at us. I don't know.
So what are you doing here?
I am being stupid and forgetting what exactly to do here. um,
Why read the
I
objectives when I can just run around and shoot stuff?
yes, I think that's been the point of this entire game. But yeah, what you're supposed to do, and what I'll figure out in about a minute here, is that there's a switch near the generators that you need to pull, which will then shoot a laser up into the nearby crystals.
There's the dawning of realization.
Oh, yeah. And the laser harnessed crystals will power up my fireball to do more damage to the golem.
So basically you're using New Age mysticism to defeat Old Age mysticism.
Yeah, somehow the vampire mole people syndicate managed to place these generators conveniently down here near where the golem would be, but then decided, you know, we don't want to actually use them. We want to give some random human schmuck a magical gauntlet so he can do the work for us. And that obviously works out because of what happens in Necrovision. But, you know, out of nowhere we get this big fucking piece of shit.
They're just like, we don't think you're going fast enough. We're going to spawn this guy right up your ass.
Well, I mean, it's kind of a mixed blessing because they don't give you adrenaline to fire the fireballs that you need to fire. So you do end up needing to kill some stuff for adrenaline, and those big hulking vampire monsters do give a good amount of adrenaline, but they also will kill you in about 3 hits, so it's kind of a mixed bag. And hey, look, there's the first fireball. It only took about 3 minutes of running around in a circle and getting completely stomped to fucking hell.
Awesome. So that's like halfway right there. So
No, well, it looks more like a third. So, not to split hairs.
oh no, well I was talking about the actual video length.
Oh, I thought you were talking about his health bar.
No, I'm breaking down the fourth wall, son.
No.
I'm talking about.
No, we are recording this live. I don't know if she's, I have you locked in my room.
Stop it! You're gonna ruin the immersion.
Worst episode ever.
Well, we know we have more running around activating generators to look forward to.
Yeah, this is literally the funnest thing I could be doing ever.
See, a good host would fast forward through this, but he wants you all to suffer as he suffered.
No, there's just something different could happen while I'm running around to these generators and taking random pot shots behind me. Okay, second shot.
Here we go. It's on. What? Oh.
Whiff. I don't know how they give you like the biggest fucking projectile ever.
With the biggest enemy ever.
And yet he kind of lifts his big fat chubby boy arm and it like just...
Well, he's a big slow moving target, but I don't know. It seems to me like it's kind of like throwing a softball at a toddler, you know? You ever done that?
I've pondered it.
Well, I have.
What, just thought about it or actually done it?
Well, actually done it.
Oh,
it's harder than it looks. Like, you don't expect him, and then he just kind of wiggles out of the way at the last second.
Wiggling is a prominent evasive maneuver.
Well, he evaded your ass, so...
Well, I wouldn't call it a wiggle, though. I didn't get aroused.
It was...
Oh, yeah, here we go. Right in the cul-de-sac. Yeah.
Right in his waist area.
No, that was his groin.
He doesn't really have a groin. He has kind of a...
Yeah, that's where his fiery core is. His fiery, penetratable core.
Sexy.
No. So yeah, we got the second shot off finally. He's down to half health. Yeah. And another vampire god has spawned, so let's continue to run.
Yeah, he's what's chewing on your backside right now.
He might be pretty. Yeah, he's pretty far back. What's really chewing on my backside are those flying demons that just keep on throwing fireballs, and thankfully, no matter how many I kill, they just keep.
Now, are those the original recipe fiery demons, or the extra crispy?
Yeah, thankfully those are the original ones. So they actually go down pretty quickly, but since there's just an infinite spawn of them, it's pointless to try to kill them. thankfully the innate Zimmerman health regeneration will keep me alive.
I think that's the whole point
I think
of
if I
Necrovision in general, is just to teach you about nihilism.
that everything's gonna work out.
Yeah. No. Well, the futility of it. Did you whiff it? You whiffed it.
Yeah, yeah. Speaking of futility,
Were you picked last in school all the time and for the teams?
I was always the first kid out in dodgeball. I would always be the one that would go like, "Are we started yet?" And I would get fucking hit in the face with a ball.
I was like, is that lack of trying or lack of caring?
I tried to be competitive, and then I would be booed, and then I would be hit, and then I would actually get to school, which was like the awkward part. But no, I promise.
Domestic violence is hilarious.
Well, I mean, yeah, it's better than violence in the Middle East, I guess. But yeah, thankfully, if looking at the time, fourth wall, I don't miss anymore.
What are you talking about? I mean, we don't know what could happen.
Yeah, I mean,
this is all fresh and new.
At 13:59, he could still be alive, and I just cut the video.
And he caught that one in the groin.
And be like, just fuck this shit. I'm done. This is awful.
You should just do that. Just do all your Let's Plays. Get right to the very end and then just quit. You're like, I'm tired of this.
Yeah, I should not. I just started Let's Plays on like the title screen. Let's watch the title screen of Final Fantasy IX.
You do like Let's Plays of the options menu. Let's options. Necrovision, Lost Company.
Well, I mean, we haven't even seen them. We haven't seen the ambient occlusion option.
Well, because you turned it off.
Immersion. People don't know they're missing out on very slight shadow.
Okay, well, yes, you can occlude their ambience.
Like,
I'll leave it kind of nebulous like that.
Yeah.
It's okay. We'll take that out in post.
Post.
Oh, that's right. This is all live.
Editing. Yeah, that's the end. He's dead. Yay!
No applause.
When we get to harness him or something.
Or just kill him.
At last, the artifact is mine. Its power courses through me. I feel it commanding me. And now that I know what to do, I will not hesitate. Only I know how to use this power. The demons are winning this war, and not a single human or vampire can survive without me. I must create a new army, an army of the undead. Warriors without doubts, without mercy, without fear. There can be only one ruler of the darkness. Now is my time!
And with that, we find out how Zimmerman came to power, got corrupted with power, and how Necrovision occurred, and all types of stuff. But we're not gonna watch the cutscenes. It's the fucking same shit over again. All I can say is this game's fucking over. I'm glad it's over. Here's the title screen. Just fuck this game. Bye.